Hello everyone, welcome back to my another Hero Spotlight video, and today I'm going to do the latest Korean hero that just came out, and it is a formal Warlord. So every Warlord and formal Warlord is complete now, and it's a girl as well, and her name is YunHi, and she's a pathfinder or the guider of a destruction. So it's just very interesting to see her, as well as her type is also magic. So with the Yuri Awakening and a lot of different magic heroes are being buffed and coming out. I think they're trying to promote a lot of different variety of decks. Before it was mainly a physical deck, with since all the seven knights are physical. No, none of them are magic, and a lot of Lord actually is a physical as well. So that's one of the reasons why physical decks were really popular. But with a lot of different, magic heroes like Lin and Alicia and different heroes come out, I think a lot of decks are changing for especially the arena and things. So here it is, the YunHi, and her 4-star form is the Lord YunHi. So this is when still she's a Lord. If you look at some of the other ones as well too, they will be like say that when they're Lord. But this one specifically, it says Lord YunHi, and she basically is a person who prefers a piece where which I can see that she's more of a cute kind of type compared to Lin, which I think she's more like a sexy type. But during the War of Destruction, which Pascal just started to collect all the fragment of destruction around the world or the continent, because there was so many wars going around, she found that it was very loud and bothersome to her, and she basically used some sort of her power to basically beat them, and then they praised her people as a guardian in a way of wherever she lived, I guess, and called her as a Lord, but she just wanted to be a remain a peace and the quietness and things, which is very interesting. I'm just reading this stories because I know each one do have kind of like a story, and it also kind of connects to it. Um, so despite her effort, the war didn't end, and then she basically goes to a different dimension. It says her title on this one is a dimension traveler. So she goes to a different dimension and to find a resolution, or to a solution to this ending this war. So that's the her story here. And then she brings back a couple of knights with her from the different dimension to end the war, but the war was already over. But another war happened, and then she appeared. It says she reappeared again to end the war. So I'm assuming she's the one of like a peacekeeper and things like that. So that's just very also interesting thing to know compared to some of the other ones. Her life is 4,100, fairly squishy, but magic is 2,700, which is pretty darn stupid. If you guys checked out my Yuri, it's 2,500 for even Yuri. So that's this is actually pretty darn high, and with the item, it's easily probably 3,500 around there. So that's just absolutely massive amount of damage dealer. Let's look at her passive. Her passive is that her regular attacks just attacks 2 people, which is kind of similar to Dellen's, except the Dellen's targets 5. So, and they added a new status element for her with a very high percentage chance for it applies a sleep for 2 turns. So, this is something that also comes out in like a Pokemon and things like that too, right? Poison, paralysis, all these status element, and sleep is a something that never had before. So I don't know how it's gonna work, but once the I figure it out and things like that, I'll definitely let you guys know. But same thing as kind of like Yuri. Once you have three or more magic heroes on your team, your um, magic is increased by 50%, as well as damage immunity for 7 hits. So what I'm assuming is that without a three or more magic heroes, she won't be getting this second effect. So she'll be very very squishy, and it kind of forces you know her to be placed with uh, three magic heroes. So I guess it's pretty good, but in a way also very, in my opinion, limits her uses for the deck, which I don't really like as much. But her the passive is actually really darn great. So that's something to look out for, and it's because her regular attack applies this sleep, which is really stupid. So that's like Dellen's regular attack will apply silence, which should not happen because he's so strong already. But her first skill is 70-second cooldown, 70% magic damage 3 times, and it deals a 30% of the maximum health of the enemy in addition. With a piercing, which is, I don't know where they came out with. So they're going to apply the damage 3 times. And in addition to that, it'll deal 30% of the maximum health, which which will deal a lot of damage to things, and apply piercing. So it's gonna go, every single freaking damage is gonna basically gonna go through unless you have a hit immunities per hit, like Lin. So I'll have to see. But the second one is 95-second cooldown, 4-person target, 100% magic damage. Twice, and with a very high chance applies a sleeping, which I don't know if this one is as great, I guess, because her regular attack could just do this, sleeping, which I find it very stupid. But here it is. Let's look at her skills and see how she attacks. Okay, so she uses some sort of like luminescent light, it looks like. That kind of scared me. Oh wow. So I think the animations are pretty good. And I like the 3D effect that they kind of did on this one, which is out, and some of the other ones as well too, just like Luri and things like that. But hey, I like it since both of her skill is kind of like AoE. I guess it really suits her. But yeah, I do really like it. And I think one of her skill, like I said, the first one is pretty darn cheap. So you would definitely want to put a double speed attack for her, because then she'll do more regular attack and she'll use her skills first. She'll be mainly used as a damage dealer instead. So yeah, so speed attack, and I would put a probably I would put a health on her, because for the defense double health. The reason is because there's so many flat damages nowadays. 4,000 is not enough, especially like a Kyle who deals like 3,000 flat damage. She'll be left with 1,100, which is not enough to sustain. So I'll put double health for that reason. Who will make her tankier as possible. So that's my suggestion. And so I like it so far, and I like the fact that at least in the Four Lords and formal Four Lords, there is at least one girl of each. Like Luminescent Rebellions, it was totally different. 2 and 1 so far. I don't know if there's more coming from this one, but that's a thing. And let's look at a. Here it is. The relationship chart. So I don't know why, but YunHi and Teo doesn't like each other. So Teo thinks she didn't change, and YunHi just says it's good to be for sure. And she has kind of mutual relationship with Dylan. So I don't know how exactly what kind of position she is. She's in a right in the middle too. I don't know if she's working for Delans or Teo yet too. So something interesting that I see. So, and I think even among the four lords and formal four lords, they're not really closely bonded to each other. They're more like different just generals put together based on their like a strength and things. So it's something interesting like a story wise that I find, because I absolutely love the connection between the heroes. So I hope this was at least helpful. I think she's definitely the great character, and I will hope that I get her, since she seems really good. So if any of you guys do get it though, you guys can also give me a screenshot or something, and then I can post it on my Facebook page and things like that as well. So please do let me know, because I would love to see it. So I hope this video was helpful, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. So please do comment if you guys do have any other questions, and I will try to get back as soon as I can. I've been getting a lot of messages, as well as the YouTube comments where I can't keep up anymore, but I will try my best to answer them. So thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out, guys.